Do you like dance music? Do you like discovering new dance music? Well, if so, you're in the right place. I'm Jonathan from Glitch Matrix, and this is Brand New Beats. What's happening, everybody? How are you doing? I'm Jonathan Duray, one half of Glitch Matrix with my partner Mike Cozzo. We are a DJ and music production duo, originally from the East Coast, even though now we're covering both coasts to be sure, and you have arrived at Brand New Beats. This is our weekly series where we take a look at, shine the spotlight, if you will, on some new music that recently came out, or maybe hasn't even come out yet, with a focus on dance music, but we'll cover all subgenres of dance music, and we won't shut the door on any genre, to be perfectly honest with you. This week, guys, we have something very, very special. We have a monster release on Electrified Mindz Records, which is a great label run by this guy, Joey Cozzo from the Surface Freaks. They cover house, deep house, techno, all different styles like that, with some really great established artists, some cutting edge artists as well. So we're very proud to be spotlighting one of their releases this week. We have actually had the good fortune to release tracks on this label as well. This week, we're taking a look and a listen to a release called Zee Gee 911, and it's by a group of really great artists, including Joey Cozzo and Young Bad Twinz and Zoran Gee and Marvelous and Sakura, with a remix by our boy Starmist. So we're about to get into it, and after we check out the track and give you some of our thoughts, we have something very special this week. We've got an interview with two of the great artists on this release. That's including Marvelous and Sakura, who were nice enough to give us a few minutes of their time, talk about what's going on with their lives and their careers, and specifically about this great release. So that's coming up after we check out the tracks. Let's check it out. All right, so that is the original mix of Zee Gee 911 or Zee Gee 911 by this great group of artists on Electrified Mindz. The intro to the original mix is fire. I absolutely love it. The rest of the track, has a house feel, a little bit over to the darker side though, almost to like a deep house track. It's got a great synth/pad that really brings the dark elements into the song and really fits the mood. The vocals obviously take it to that next level. You can kind of see the things they were doing with playing with the lyrics. I feel like they sound a little bit familiar, but I can't quite place it. But when they have certain lyrics like let the morphine out, drip drip to the beat, kind of like a double entendre there. Again, really cool song. Dig the dark, more contemplative vibe here. So yeah, really great work, guys. Okay, all right. So now we're moving on to the remix that's on the release. Again, that's from Starmist, and here we go. Okay, so that is the remix of Zee Gee 911 by Starmist. And you can tell Starmist really took the track in a little bit of a different direction here. Whereas the original mix is very, very dark and contemplative. The remix here, a little bit brighter, not super bright, but a little bit brighter, a little bit more upbeat, has a little bit more of a bounce to it. I like the remix a lot. Of course, the pianos add a lot to it. I also like what he did with the vocals, where he clipped some of the vocals, and he's got, probably a mix of things, probably like a little delay, a little reverb to kind of build into the ethereal nature of the vocals, and then the piano stabs building into the full melody after the drop is great. And I thought, it's not just naked piano there. He's got, I don't know if it's a mixture of effects on the piano or if he added in a sound like an echo artifact built into it, but it sounds really cool. It really adds into that, plays into that ethereal nature of the track that I kind of mentioned. Like both versions a lot. Again, the first one is a little bit darker. The remix is a little bit more upbeat. Maybe it's another one of those situations where it would be great to kind of, if you're doing a DJ set, to mix the original mix into the remix if you're trying to switch moods a little bit as the night or the set goes on. Either way, great group of artists, really fantastic original, really awesome remix, and just great job, guys. Really love it. All right. So, hey guys, this is Jonathan from Glitch Matrix. We're on the review for Zee Gee 911, a great new release that's coming out Friday, May 15th on Electrified Mindz. And we are honored to have two of the really great artists on that release with us to talk about the tracks for a couple of minutes. We've got the world-renowned Madam Marvelous to my virtual left up here. Applause and cheers. And then rounding out the bottom here, we have the wonderful and amazing Sakura. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys both so much for making a couple of minutes for us. We really, really appreciate it. And first, just to get started, I'm just going to ask you guys real quick just to introduce yourselves as quickly or as lengthy as you'd like to the viewers. First, Madam Marvelous.
Hi, you said it. I do performance art and vocals under Madam Marvelous. I have many aliases though that I go by besides that. So today I'll be Madam Marvelous.
That works. Sakura, how about yourself?
I am coming at you from Hell's Kitchen in New York. I've been putting out songs now. I think my first track came out in 2009. Worked with a bunch of New York DJs, and I got a couple international tracks out with some guys. And yeah, I'm just really excited for the new track coming out with Madam Marvelous.
Yeah. Well, again, I can't thank you guys enough for both being here. I got a pre-release of the release, as it were, and I love the original mix is fantastic. I think Starmist did a great job with the remix as well, taking the track in a little bit of a different direction. And anybody that's watching the review just saw what I had to say about that. I love it. One of the things that was really interesting to me, guys, is that there was a nice group of really great artists involved in this track. So, Madam Marvelous, I'll throw it to you first. What was the genesis of this project, or how did you become involved?
Oh, well, really, the credit goes actually to Phil Gee, who produces the Young Bad Twinz. So he's really the orchestrator and the organizer that birthed it, like you say. He just sent us the prompt, actually. Sakura and myself, we love to work together. She sings. I do spoken word most often. So he sent us both the prompt. When was it? 2015.
A while ago.
A long time ago, actually, relatively speaking. And the prompt was emergency. And he gave us both the prompt, and we wrote our parts. And then we actually released it with a hard techno label, and there was a lot of hard techno releases. or remixes that it came out with. We did a video, and this mix was of a different genre, so it kind of just like didn't make it in. Like it was just, I don't know. Again, I didn't fully organize it. And then I don't know, Sakura, you want to take away? Like you ran into Phil later, like last month.
Yeah, I ended up running into Phil. I hadn't seen him in a while, and I ran into him, and I had expressed to him that I really liked this version, like the original mix, because we never released the original mix. So, you know, he was like, you know what? And the fact that just the words kind of have to do with what's going on right now, like being locked down in the house, you know, and like just all this craziness going on. So we were like, you know what? Let's release it now. It's a good mix and got a bunch of good people on there. Young Bad Twinz, Cozzo, Marvelous, myself, and I think, oh yeah, and then the Starmist. I really like their remix as well. I really, really like that one.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that,
so it just ended up coming together.
that's so cool that like some work that you guys had put in even a couple of years ago now has a chance for kind of like a rebirth, and people can kind of like hear it in like a whole new context. Like I love when creativity can give new life to something that was born previously. That's really, really cool.
Yeah. Now it has to fit everything.
So that's really interesting then. So when you first heard the new versions of the track, what did you think? You know, I mean, you had already made a track a couple of years ago, so you heard it in a certain context. But now with the new music and things that were put to the lyrics that you wrote, you know, what was your first thought when you heard it?
Well, for me, I really like kind of it's a little softer than the other track that had come out, the Heart Tech House one. So I really just, you know, it's just flowy. I like it. Dance, you know, gets me whenever I'm working out, start to groove.
Yeah, I love it too. I mean, I think the lyrics are so great, and I think I even mentioned this on the review, is that I love the little sort of like the double entendres and the way the lyrics kind of play back and forth. Like the part where you put the morphine out, drip, drip to the beat.
Yeah.
Even more, a different meaning now.
Yeah.
With
like our beats are so sick, we need a doctor. We got that sick frequency in here, baby. We need a nurse and a doctor in this house.
What about you, Madam Marvelous? Any further thoughts on like how the finished product came out with both of these?
With both releases, you mean like the past and the present?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or just the two new mixes?
Well, first let's go between the version from a couple of years ago and the original mix now, and then your thoughts on the remix too.
You know what it is, like you had said at the beginning, I'm just happy to connect with like as many artists as possible. Like you'll see a lot of my projects have like 7 different remixes, and I love that because like they're from many different countries, the folks that we work with, so then we have like all these connections all throughout the world. So I was like, wow, 7 guys or 7 remixers, maybe there's some ladies too on there, from all over the world on the first project. And it's so interesting to listen to all of those styles from all of those locales. And then to have the original that kind of just like, you know, we didn't polish it and finish it up yet, but it's probably the best production of all of them. The most one,
definitely.
in my honest opinion. I love them all. I could pump to all of them, but this one, it's funny how things unfold and blossom. This is actually the best production, and it's bittersweet that it comes at this time and that the lyrics are so relevant. But that's what art is. So I love it all. I love it all. I pump to anything, as I said. It's hard to let
I've had this mix in my phone and my emails for the past 5 years, and I would just at nighttime like always listen to it. And I was always I had called Madam Marvelous. I was like, you know, how do you feel about releasing the original version? And she was on board. And then I talked to Phil, and he was all about it. I'm happy. Finally.
Yeah, and I think it came out really great, and the production, I agree, is really, really top notch on this. Yeah. As far as the writing goes, did you guys do any of that together, or was that separate?
Yeah, no, we pretty much were just on the phone, like walking around, talking to each other, and we came up with it fairly quick. I mean, I want to say we came up with it in like 10 minutes or something. It was pretty fast.
That is so cool.
It's pretty quick.
That's
Yeah,
why
we just.
we don't
What was the
credit. Like all the other people that did the project, I feel like I give them the credit.
It's really
Like,
about the music.
we were just like, okay.
You can't do one without the other. And it's funny, in my group, Glitch Matrix, it's me and a good friend of mine who's now moved out to California. We make the joke a lot. I'm the DJ, he's the producer, because we're together, but I'll never be half as good as he'll ever be at producing. And then he said from time to time, you'd be really great at writing lyrics. You should try it. So I've actually tried it once or twice. It is hard to write lyrics that sound not terrible. So I love what you guys do.
Well, Madam Marvelous is an amazing lyricist. You guys definitely have to check out her albums and all her tracks out there, because she is just a poet. So I always get inspired with her. I always feel like my lyrics tend to be a little basic, but she spices it up.
I think her glasses are blushing right now. I think her glasses But I'm glad that you brought that up, because I did, before we go here, I would love to stay here all night and talk to you guys. I know you guys have a lot of stuff to do. Just tell me, what's next for you guys? Do you guys have any new releases or anything coming up on the horizon, or anything cool that you might be working on, or just some parting words you want to give?
Madam, would you like to go first?
Yes.
Sure. Right now what I'm doing is a Twitch show with my friend. As Sakura mentioned, I'm in Indiana right now, and I have a friend named DJ Mad Dog, and she's phenomenal. And she's doing Twitch broadcasts from her house. So we made the decision, like, it's just me. I do go over there and I go into the studio, and that's about the only other person that I interact with aside from my roommate. But anyway, I do the Twitch show with her. I dance and do performance art. We've been doing some other stuff, a little freestyle on random days. But every Saturday from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do the Satellite of Love on djmaddogtrue's Twitch channel. I'll text it to you. So Saturday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, Satellite of Love, DJ Mad Dog True, and I'm doing absurd performance art with household items and costumes. That's it.
It's the best.
That is so cool. Not what I expected you to say, but really, really cool. And we'll absolutely, for anybody who's watching this video right now, check out the comment portion of the YouTube video. We're going to have links so you can just click on it and check that out. Sakura, how about you?
So I got some stuff coming up. I've been taking this time in quarantine and trying to write a bunch of songs. So I have 3 songs in the works with this really talented DJ producer. He is from Newcastle. His name is Tefra. And his tracks are great. So I've written 3 songs for him. We just got to I have to get in the studio and record them. I also, what else? Young Bad Twinz. We actually have a track. I don't know when it's coming out. I think that's to be determined, but it's called Crazy. I'm coming out with Young Bad Twinz sooner or later. What else? I'm working on a song with Chris Vargas. I think he was in a little hiatus for a while, but he's coming back. So we're trying to work on a track together. And I had a track come out last year, actually. It came out under Armada. So I was really excited about that label, and I was like, yeah, Armada! And I came out with that with these guys from Ukraine. Their name is Adam. It's spelled ATHOM, Adam Sound, and Tony Hammer. He's from Florida, but we came out with a track called Feel It. It's kind of more trancey, almost EDM sound, completely different from this. But yeah, so that was last year, so that was exciting. But that's about it. Yeah, so Tefra, Newcastle, and everybody else, and Young Bad Twinz, and all different genres though. So a little bit of everything for whoever likes what type of house.
For those who don't know, you also have the album. You did an entire album with Holmes Ives, right?
Oh yeah, that's kind of a little bit of house music in that, but more kind of like folky. Not folky. I don't know how to explain it, but that's under my real name, Jenny Dawson, and that was with Holmes Ives, and that album was called Pandora. you can check that out. Kind of alternative-ish. But yeah, that was 2 years ago. I came out with that. But yeah,
Cool album. I know I have to admit, in getting ready for the interview, I was looking up some stuff like on Beatport to see catalogs and things like that, and I saw your name pop up on the Armada label, and I was like, oh, that is so cool. That's really awesome.
oh,
And
I'm so
now
excited.
you have a whole album out there, even more cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Very excited.
All right, guys. Well, I will get out of your hair for now. Again, I cannot thank you both enough for, one, making this great release, and two, giving up a couple of minutes of your time to chat with me and for, any of our viewers out there. So thank you again. Thank you so much. And I hope we get to do this again sometime.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Madam Marvelous. Thank you so much, Sakura. They were so awesome to talk to and just chat with for just a couple of minutes about some great music. Hopefully we have the chance to do that in the future as well. Also, to the entire team that brought this release together, really great original track, really great remix. Definitely gonna throw that in some of our DJ sets and be pumping it in the car to wherever we're allowed to go. Hopefully you're doing okay. Give us a comment. Subscribe to the channel, please. And also, please, there'll be links in the description where you can pre-order or purchase Zee Gee 911, and also some links so you can check out some of the great artists, including Madam Marvelous and Sakura, who were involved with this release and this video. So click on all those links, check out all their great work. You won't be sorry. Be well, be safe. We hope to see you next week. Take care.